Hi, it's Monique and welcome back to my channel, Pretty Salad Life. Today, I'm going to share with you some tips and some information that will be useful if you're thinking about becoming a vegan. So stay tuned. Okay, first I want to start by saying I've been vegan for almost 6 years. And the things that I'll be sharing today are just helpful things that help me along the way, and I hope that they will help you. So if this video helps you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please comment below with your questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have about the vegan lifestyle. Anything along those lines, I'll be happy to answer. And of course, if I don't know the answer because I don't know everything, I'll be happy to point you in the right direction. So stay tuned. Okay, so my first tip or my first informational piece is decide why you want to become vegan. People become vegan for different reasons. Some become vegans because of ethical treatment of animals. You know, there's an ethical reason that they become vegan. Some people, it's due to health reasons. Some people, it's religious or cultural reasons, or a combination. So first, sit down and think, why do you want to become vegan? If you don't already know, you probably already know. So for me, I became a vegan for health reasons. I was experiencing some gastrointestinal issues, and I had always been curious about the vegan lifestyle, and then decided to, in order to address those gastrointestinal issues, I wanted to try something different. And of course, I chose veganism. Okay, so my second tip, and this is really, really important, is to go at your own pace. Some people start slow, some people go cold turkey. So go at your own pace. If your pace is maybe engaging in Meatless Mondays, participating in Meatless Mondays 2 times a month, then that's your pace. If your pace is cold turkey, like it was mine, I started my vegan journey on a Meatless Monday and I've never turned back, but that was me. Some people, when they engage in religious practices like Lent or something else, some people decide, okay, I've abstained from this food for this many weeks. I'm going to keep going. So some people begin with some sort of practice, cultural or religious practice, and then they keep going from there because they realize that, okay, I survived this many weeks without meat. Let me keep going. So it's up to you. Start at your own pace, go at your own pace, and decide what works best for you. So my next tip is knowing this is what I call the mind-body connection. So for example, what really, really helped me is that I unfollowed on all my social media the restaurants that serve meat, that weren't exclusively vegan, because before I became vegan, I had a real love for lamb chops. And so naturally I was following different restaurants, and that's what all would come up on my timeline. So once I became vegan, I didn't want to see lamb chops anymore. And it's true, that was my thing, lamb chops. And so, so what I did, my strategy was I unfollowed all those restaurants and all those chefs because that wouldn't be seeping into my subconscious. So I started following vegan restaurants, vegan chefs. And so, you know, before long, only thing that was coming up on my timeline was vegan dishes and, you know, vegan commentary and those things like that. So that really, really worked for me. Also, what really has helped me is I joined several vegan groups on Facebook, Instagram. I follow vegans on this platform as well. And so it's a good community where others share recipes, experiences, restaurant recommendations, and things like that. So I would encourage you to immerse yourself in the vegan culture and really kind of familiarize yourself with the different vegan groups. I'm in several groups, and there are some good ones there. And if you would like to ask me about some, I'll be glad to share that with you in the comments. So definitely follow some vegan groups. The groups that I am a part of on social media, there's no food shaming, there's no silly questions. You know, people, you don't get shunned for asking different questions. There's no food shaming, none of that. And so that's what I'm about, positivity and encouragement. And so that's the reason why I'm a part of those groups who have those group rules and who navigate with those group rules in mind. So let's see. My next tip is when you're going out, especially if you're going out with non-vegans, plan ahead. Try to get an idea of where you're going and look on the restaurant's site if you're going to a restaurant and see if they have any vegan options available. It's really good. We're living in a good age now where a lot of restaurants are kind of getting into the vegan vibe, if you will. But if they don't, you can always ask if something can be modified. That's a good idea. And then if you're going to like a private party, you can let the host know that you are vegan. And so see if they can accommodate you, or not, ask if you can bring your own dish. So, but always plan ahead. And then that's another reason why it's really good to be a part of the social media groups, like the vegan groups, you know, because if I'm going somewhere out of town, I'll say to Washington, D.C., I can get on one of my vegan groups and I can say, hey guys, I'm headed to D.C. this weekend. Do you know of any good vegan spots? And I'm going to get flooded with all these responses with good recommendations or where to go, or recommendations of where not to go. So building that vegan community is very, very important as well. Like I said, people share their recipes on there. So I've gleaned a lot of knowledge from people in the groups of like the best vegan butter, the best vegan bread, you know, so it's really like an exchange of information, and it's really, really good for encouragement and support. So also you can use apps like Happy Cow, which I have used, but I'm more inclined when I want to know where a vegan restaurant is to ask people in the groups, because you kind of get firsthand knowledge and you get real life experience. Happy Cow is just kind of giving you data. There are some reviews, but you know, I would prefer to get my information from the people in the group. So that's just me. My next tip is read your labels. It's so important because some things can be labeled as plant-based and you can get food because they may be plant-based, but they may not be vegan. So definitely read your labels and familiarize yourself with ingredients that may not outrightly say something like pork or beef, but could be like some lab name or some other name, you know. But so definitely read your labels and know, you know, what you're eating. So my next tip, and this is a fun tip, is attend vegan festivals, attend vegan gatherings in your area or even outside your area. For example, I live in Columbia, South Carolina. A few weeks ago, we had Veg Fest here, which is a national event around different cities. So it was a Columbia Veg Fest. You know, I attended there. I had a great time. I bought some great products, some great vegan products, some vegan pancake mix. There was vegan food trucks there. I met some really cool people, great merchandise, coupons for vegan goods. So, and then there's Vegan Vibes Music Festival, which is a music festival combined with food and vendors. I'm headed there this weekend in Charlotte. And so really being immersed in the vegan culture, you know, going to these different festivals, meeting people, and just seeing the different products and the new and innovative things that are out there, that can help you stay engaged and encouraged. So my next tip, which was really interesting for me, is when you become vegan, really, you have to cook. Now, you may already be someone who likes to cook, but if you're not, get ready, because if you want to eat and you want to survive, you're going to have to learn how to cook, because, you know, some restaurants may, you know, not be open on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Sunday, or, you know, it could just be different reasons, but you're going to have to learn how to cook. And for me, cooking has become my happy place now. It's where I enjoy cooking and experiment with new vegan recipes. Like earlier today, I made some oyster mushrooms for the first time. I've eaten them, but this is the first time I prepared them on my own. And I had my music on. I really enjoyed it. So, and I didn't always love to cook, but now that I've become vegan, I love to cook. I love tasting things and veganizing some of my favorite things that I enjoyed before I was vegan. Now veganizing those things and saying, you know what, you know, I could have been doing this the whole time, because really it's all about the flavors. So, but I can go on and on about that. I'm not gonna get on my soapbox about that, but you're gonna have to learn how to cook. You're gonna have to cook, because, and you're gonna wanna cook too, especially when you're immersed in these groups and you get encouragement from other people and you see their dishes, and you're gonna wanna try it, and it's just gonna be a whole great thing for you. So, like it was for me. So, and I can go off on a tangent about it, because it really has been life-changing for me. I'm 30 pounds lighter, so I didn't become a vegan to lose weight, but as a result of becoming vegan, I don't have those gastrointestinal issues I had before. I haven't had a stomach virus since I've been vegan. And I mean, I can go on and on about that. And I probably will have more than this video, you know, talking about different aspects of being a vegan. But today I just wanted to share these tips for those of you who have been thinking about it, but you know, you feel like you're not quite ready. These are just some tips that I felt like I wanted to share. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you gleaned something from it. Please feel free to ask me questions in the comments and comments. And if you're out there and you're already vegan and you have some great tips to share, please share your comments and, you know, your tips as well. Any questions you have, definitely ask me. I'll be happy to answer your questions. If I don't know the answer, I will definitely do my best to point you in the right direction. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Veganism is something that's very, very important to me. And so I just want to kind of spread love and encouragement in that way. So that's this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment. And we'll see you next time. Take care.